Here today we have a... Well, that's awkward. Dinner's ready. Take 10. Alright, today we have a Mega CD2. What we're doing to this one is simply replacing the fuse. As you can see, it's quite small and green. I picked this particular Mega Drive up pretty cheap on eBay. It was about $60 Australian. Broken. This was broken, and the Mega Drive 2 it came with was also broken. Wasn't powering on. As you'll note, it now powers on. It was just the DC in jack had sort of come loose like that other one I repaired, and look in my videos you'll find it. But Mega CD fuse was blown. At the moment it's just got a piece of wire wrapped around it, but obviously I didn't want that to be a long-term solution, so I realized that I had two of these tiny fuses. They are also used in the Mega CD1s. Mega CD1s, like this fellow here. Now, one of them has just, oh, there's another one down here. One of them has just a blob of solder, which is not too good for it. It's no better than wrapping a piece of wire around it. So, I've got to fix that one up eventually. They're a bit more complicated to take apart. But this one I'm going to do now, just to show you. So, it begins. Now, I've just remembered I have a tripod for this exact... I didn't say it was a good tripod. Flip your Mega CD over. Put on a bit of bubble wrap if you want. You need a Phillips head to remove 6 screws. Screwdriver's magnetized. You're going to be a lot better off. So once your 6 screws are out, flip it back over, and hey presto. EMI shielding. Don't we love EMI shielding? It's always so sharp and inviting. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 screws holding the EMI shielding. One of the screws has a grounding lead coming off it, running to the CD drive area by the looks. Just remember to connect that so it's not just rattling around inside your Mega CD. 5. And you'll probably find, like I always do when removing this, the EMI shielding gets stuck on the cartridge. No, Mega Drive connector. So there you go, EMI is removed. And now we can see inside this little beauty. Let's pull this over. So, as you can almost see once I focus, this is the Mega Drive 2 motherboard. Mega CD motherboard. It's been a long day. And there's the fuse. As you can see, I wrapped it with a piece of copper wire. Still got some of the shielding on. How can dinner be ready again? Next step is to remove the motherboard, so I'll come back to that after I look at what is going on in my kitchen. Oh, dinner's taking care of itself, that's all good. So next step is to remove the motherboard. So in order to do that, I don't know what needs to be removed. I'm going to say there's a couple of screws, a few plugs. Alright, so I'll start with the connectors over here. Make sure you grab all the cables at once so you don't rip any out. 3 connectors. And looks to be just 2 Phillips heads on the Mega Drive interface thing connector. Let's remove those. They're slightly longer, look to be the same length as the base screws. Hold the top cover on so don't get them mixed up with the other ones or you'll be piercing some casing. 2 removed. Now just simply lift out the board, I guess. Yep, there we go. Just discard this piece, we don't need it just yet. And here we have it. Let me get a better view. Now when I say me, I mean you. Let's get you a better view. So, there's the fuse from the other side. As you can see, there's a whole bunch of capacitors. Hopefully they won't leak anytime soon or give me trouble. A good old Rubicon, so that's a positive thing. So be very careful of this thing here. It controls the thing telling it if there's a disc in there or not. So if we flip it over, we can see not a lot because I've forgotten where the fuse was. Fuse is those 2. So those 2 there, that's nice and easy. To be precise, that one and that one. So you'll need to get yourself some desolder braid, such as this. Chemtronics. We've also got some. Whoops! Don't do that to yours. 7.6 meters. It's a fair amount, but I'll just use up this junk stuff I got. So yeah, now we crack out the soldering iron and get on with it. And there they are. 2 points, 1 soldering iron. I've gone with the 2-tone orange and yellow model, 30 watt. And it's just heating up now, so I found the best way to desolder things is to add a bit of solder. I know what you're saying, why would you do that? That's just going to take longer to desolder. But no, it actually makes the old solder a lot easier to remove because it soaks up better into the braid. Desolder braid. So yeah, we'll just add a bit of solder. Then remove a bit of solder and a fuse. Add a fuse and some solder, and we should be good. These particular fuses probably should tell you what the type is. I'm in the land of PAL, so it's a 250 volt, 2.5 amp. Fast acting, which should be good. Through hole fuse case style is axial. Series 263, and these are manufactured by Little Fuse, Little spelt Littelfuse. SE, all one word. I picked these up off Farnell/Element 14. They were pretty cheap. Should have got more. Hindsight. Now, one problem with this soldering iron is that its cord is extremely short. So I'll just get this done quick. This isn't a very good tip. Crack out your desolder braid. Find a clean spot. Apply heat. We're good. Why does copper heat up so quick? Can't tell if I got all of that second one, but first one's all good. You can actually check the continuity of the fuse. That's something I didn't do. This is a multimeter I swiped from work because it beeps. It's much better than the one I had. No continuity. There you go. Yet on our new fuse, tweets like a bird. Parrot. Awful, awful parrot. So I might just add a bit more solder. Didn't seem to take very well. But we're good. You can turn off your soldering, put it on the floor, put it on your bench, just don't step on it. So I'll just get you a close-up look of that. As you can see, there is now less solder on those 2 points there, which is good. So you just need some pliers or a screwdriver just to bend those pins. That's really out of focus now. You can watch me bend the pins back. I need a smaller screwdriver. Flat blade would be best. Actually, a pair of very small pliers would be best, but I don't know where my pliers are. Wow, this board is spiky. So, then you just look at the orientation of the fuse, and they're not polarized. And just a quick wiggle. A quick wiggle. The fuse is free. There it is. Can you see it? Neither can I. Ah, so close. Let's do that again. Can you see it? Oh wow. So that's broken, so you can throw that out. And they've got markings on the side. I doubt you'll be able to see that. Oh wait, there we go. 2.5 A. So that's 2.5 amps, which is good because that's what I'm replacing it with. Don't be worried if your replacement is a little bit fatter. This one's been eating all the cheese. High fat cheese. So chuck out your old fuse. And put your other one in the same way that the old one was if you can. Some of the Model 2 Mega CDs have a different fuse, I think. I think there are some that pop out the bottom underneath. But, oh wow, you can't see that. So make it look like that. Thread it through the thread holes. If yours have covered up with solder, do not worry. Just apply a little bit of heat from your soldering iron and you'll be right as rain. I'm going to have mine sitting up a little bit. Then you go to the other side and just bend the pins the way they were. Lay it back down. And get that solder you had. And if you really care, a sponge. A wet sponge, I'll be back. I do actually care about the tips on my soldering iron, so you should use a sponge to give them a good cleaning. So now we just need to solder. I have a very strange feeling there is a lot of flux. Wow, there is a lot of flux on that board. Huh. That explains why the solder doesn't take very well. But it takes well enough. Then your soldering iron's done with, unplug it from power so you don't accidentally melt the side of a Mega Drive. And then you need cutting devices. I use nail clippers because they always seem to be nearby. Just cut the leads off. Make them nice and short. There, perfect. Can't even tell they're not the real thing. Except for that big burn mark in the lacquer. Look on the, oop, sorry capacitors. And there's my fuse. Look at that. Oh, look at that, I've even put the reading facing out. So the next person who breaks it, which will probably be me, will know what fuse to put in. Well, it's actually very good. It's the solder's come through the holes, and I don't know if you can see that there. Very nice. So now it's just a matter of reassembling, and we're good. I'll hook it up with its Mega Drive and have a quick demo. Exciting. I'm going to reassemble it off camera. No, I'm not. Where's the fun in that? Where's that big bit? It's also an opportune time to give it a bit of a dust out if it's never been opened before. I'd opened this one before. To wrap that piece of wire around. One important thing is to make sure your fuse does not touch the EMI. So as long as there's pins longer than your ones, you're all good usually. So reassembly order was 2 longish screws. Movie has stopped recording automatically. No worries, camera. Next thing you need is, after putting those 2 screws in there, is this big bit of EMI shielding. No! Don't do that. You need to connect these connectors. Otherwise nothing will happen. Now remember your ground cable up the back. And 5 screws. They're should be the shortest screws you have out of the lot. Let's get them in. Okay. I'm a real boy. Where'd I put the top? Oh. So just double check your work. 39% confident I put everything back. Dig out your screws. You're probably wondering, what's the serial number of this particular unit? Yes, I can tell you that right now. It's T for Tom 30296-896. Model numbers and MK dash 4102-50. Runs on 10 volt DC at 1.2 amp. Really need a better screwdriver. And of course this is a class 1 laser product. So there we have it, back in one piece. Should have zoomed out a bit more while I was doing that, but you got the gist. Mega CD2. Remove this soldering iron. Stop the solder playing. And connect it in. Get this 32X out of the way. Well, what game did we want? Well, I say we play... At the moment I've got 2 Sega Mega CD games, Road Avenger and Sonic CD. So I'm going to go with Sonic CD because I hate Road Avenger with a passion. Because I can't play it. My reaction speed just isn't good enough. Or my controller's broken, one of the two. So, whew. And now I need a controller, which is conveniently here on the floor. This is my second Mega CD2. The other one is it's also working, which is good news. Well, we don't know if this one works, do we? Because we haven't pressed the power button. Well, that's good. It's time to game. Internal RAM. Alright, I'll do that. Let's progress. Does it need me to do that first? Can I not do it from in the game? It's a dodgy reset button. Close the CD door. Oh. Done. What does it want from me? I'll just keep waiting. Maybe it's for the slow readers. Let me know if anything happens. Pretty safe to say we're not progressing past there. Another thing to fix. Or I'll just try another disc. Actually, another disc is a lot easier. Unfortunately, we all know what the other disc is. We just don't want to talk about it. Oh, I got Batman Returns. I think it's for PAL. Seems to be working. Will I save Gotham City? Probably not. I'm pretty sure I played this once and it was pretty hard. Looking forward to the day when I've finished with all this console repairing, documenting, photographing, and I can just sit down and play every game in the world. I want bad options. Oh, hectic. Oh, you can choose the, whether you want the full game, driving, platform. I'm up for platform. On easy, please. Oh, training. Oh, can I boost my lives? 3, 7, or 5. Why is it in that order? I only have 7. We're done here. It's game on. Enjoy the music. Ba 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 da ba. Oh, okay, I've only got a few of those. Got him. Oh. Wow, that's good sound though. Stereo. Oh, those are steps. Cool. For all those who missed out on what was happening, I was getting my ass kicked by Batwoman. Catwoman? Music's good though. Well, I'm dead. Haha. Like I didn't break the fuse. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you repair the fuse on a Mega CD2 and play some Batman. This disc came with my multi-mega. Stop spinning. Batman Returns. Not a bad game at all. So thanks for watching. If you watched the whole thing through, I congratulate you. Even I probably couldn't have watched this while I was editing. Not that I edit things, I just put it all together as one giant video. RetroJunkie.net if you want some more crazy things like this. If you consider replacing a fuse crazy, which I do not, but you might. Thanks for watching. Just one last final thing. That problem I was having with Sonic CD and initializing the internal RAM, that's because instead of pressing start, I need to press A, which then takes me to the screen that formats memory and plays CDs. If I would have known that, I would have listened to the Batman soundtrack in here. Just goes to show how little I've been using this. Press any button. Format. Did that work? Did I press the right thing? No, I didn't. There we go. Oh, I don't have any RAM cards. Carts. Cassettes. Call it what you will. I have a game to play. That is not the game. noise is scary. That's better. So now, I love this whole you can upload videos greater than 15 minutes. Really brings out the lazy editor in me. Uncut. Except for when the camera turns itself off or, no, whatever. Now that is what I call awesome. Intro video.
What do you mean? Give me legs, going home. Side door. Check out, eh? Live alone. Leather legs. Get in money. What do you get, thing? Back there. Room, cosmic zoom. Let's go, James. Sonic boom. Sonic warrior. Sonic warrior.
You outlandish me out of pain. Got the power to save the land.
Take a little chance. Come on, through. We got started. I don't want you. You gotta do for me. Sonic warrior. Sonic warrior.
The power is in your mind to seek the planet to conquer time. Took your sonic border, baby, since the time. Took your sonic border, forever in your mind. Nothing can survive the way you feel like a super try. You can do anything. Took your sonic border, always is a chance. Took your sonic border, never think they can. Nothing can survive the way you feel like a super try. You can do anything.
A beautiful song for a beautiful system. RetroJunkie.net for more. Thanks for watching again.